which is why they call it antimatter and the most dangerous property in the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
The movie Venom was all about the neuromelanin, or the
Mm-hmm.
dark matter energy, or what they call in science antimatter. Now, we see these pigmentations and we think nothing of them. Oh, I'm just black. Oh, I just have a darker pigmentation. No, you have carbon in your skin. And what is carbon? Neuromelanin. What is neuromelanin? Dark matter energy. What is dark matter energy? Dark matter energy is divine feminine energy mixed with divine masculine energy. They came together to make dark matter energy. The divine feminine energy was first. Then, out of the divine feminine energy, the divine masculine energy was created. The divine masculine energy is what gives dark matter energy its color. This is what makes it dark, because divine masculine energy is aggressive. Feminine energy is, so they teach us that feminine energy should be receptive and that masculine energy gives the directions. But in the balance of the cosmos, it's the opposite. The feminine energy gives the orders. The masculine energy enforces it.
Okay.
So when you got divine feminine energy meets divine masculine energy together, they met to create this dark matter energy. This is why it's so intelligent. It's an intelligence, and they kind of mimic that when they showing you the Venom movie and the suit having its intelligence before it latched on to Spider-Man, right? Right, it had its own form of intelligence. All right, now out of that dark matter energy, this is where you get your first black woman / what we call Latino woman, because the black and Latino woman is the same individual. The oppressor gave us different names to divide us from each other. But if you look at the genetics of a Latino woman, Latino man with a black, so-called black man or black woman, you're going to see the same genetics, same carbon, same connection, 9 equal beings. So she created what, out of that dark matter energy, you get this divine black goddess, if you want to call her that, the first Anunnaki goddess, who holds what they call the Eve gene, right? Or the meta gene, right? Because they consider us to be meta humans. This is why Facebook renamed itself from Facebook to Meta, right? Because the frequency rise and the planet coming back to the original aboriginal beings, which is us, your so-called black and Latino people. So now, this intelligent energy, you having the X and Y chromosome, created more. She replicated herself. So in the beginning, it was a tribe. We were just on Sirius X. It was no divine black males and any of that. No gods yet. It was just all goddesses. Just all goddesses.
On Sirius X.
On Sirius X. X stands for Xylanthia. This is where we from. We was on Sirius X. It was no Sirius A, B, C, no Earth, no nothing yet. In the beginning, it was just dark matter energy.
There was no Saturn, no Mars,
no planet,
nothing.
The planets.
No universe.
I'm taking you back.
Primordial
Energies. Before there was time. Because see, our souls remember this. It's just when we talk on these frequencies, that's what these bowls is for. They don't want us having those. That unlocks your genetics. It's sound. It's frequency. When we talk on this frequency, you'll begin to remember, because I'm not saying nothing that you don't know or anybody watching right now. That's why I always say, remember who you are. Because information is being put out here like it's new. None of this is new. You know, and then you have beings like myself. They might want to show me a lot of love or show you a lot of love, or certain other intellects, people is looking at us like, oh, we're their God, or because we are bringing information down to help you remember. But no, we're not your God. This information is being put in front of you for you to remember who you are. You don't need a book. You don't need anything. Everything is right here. You go within yourself in meditation. All answers lie within. These are memories. So books and lectures from myself and you and others are only there to help a soul stimulate those memories, unlock, unthaw those genetics, right? We've been frozen, lying dormant, right? So we got to remember in the beginning how it was, when it was just that point, when it was just all goddesses. And then she said, hey, let me create a helper. That's when she created your black god, your first Anunnaki god, and told him to be fruitful and multiply. And that was the God's, that's our job, to provide and protect, to be fruitful and multiply. This is why we have semen, which are the seeds When we do manifest into the physical, we come down with these seeds to further populate. And when we in the cosmos, in our cosmic bodies, you know, because we ain't number energy, luminous beings, right? Well, even when we in that state, we're seeding the cosmos. We were the ones that built the planets, that built the universes, that aligned the multiverse, that enumerated how many planets should be in this galaxy, how many galaxies should be in this universe, how many vortexes it should be, how many dimensions it should be, opening up stargates, right? We were seeding the cosmos. So in seeding the cosmos, once you get this whole village of us, the Anunnaki, then we begin to create other beings. This is where your Alpha Draconian reptilians come from, and your other reptilian species, and your Pleiadians, and your Blue Avians, and your Syrians, and your Lyrans, and your Nomos, and your Nagas, and on and on and on and on and on, right? Even your primordial energies, even the gods like Ra and Isis, Osiris, these are all real gods that still exist. You have people that think that Sango is Thor, right? I've heard that before. Like people like Thor, Sango, because you seeing certain gods in different, if you want to call them religions or ideologies and cultures, having the same traits. But with that's only there to put there to show you that we are all connected. So if your ability is to tap into the plasma energy on a different level than me, but my wife's ability, she might have the same plasma energy ability you have, y'all gonna have the same traits because that's the galactic tribe you come from.
Indeed.
You get what I'm saying? So this is why you don't hear, because we got here how? We got here because you said, hey, you asked one question, right? That one question is gonna take us on a 2-hour journey because that's how deep it get. You know, like when we talking about the Pleiadians, we got to first realize the Pleiadians. Who are the Pleiadians? They are the pirates of the cosmos. So are the Alpha Draconian reptilians. But
you said the pirates?
They're the pirates of the cosmos. Because what they do is they go planet to planet, galaxy to galaxy, draining planets of its resources.
Wow.
When they first came to this planet, the Pleiadians, along with the Alpha Draconian reptilians. Notice I'm saying the Alpha Draconian reptilians because there are many different reptilian extraterrestrial races. And the Alpha Draconians are the ones that so happen to be here that's in cahoots with the Pleiadians and the hierarchy of human beings running our realm down here on planet Kai. Get what I'm saying? So we have to, that's why I say we have to, this is why they don't talk about this in school. Or you'll go listen to Gaia, and Gaia, they gonna give you some gems because they stole all our shit anyway. They just reciting our shit anyway. So they're gonna give you a little gems, but then they're gonna show you white faces. They're gonna water it down. Like they already shown the Anunnaki is white people. You know what I'm saying? They gonna show you that. Just like when they showed you the pyramids, they always said the aliens invented them, right? But then now they want to tell you that the Pentagon want to reveal that UFOs are real. So it's like, it's not like this cosmic information isn't already known. All you have to do is look at all the movies. Where do you think they got the ideas from? Human beings, and I'm not racist. I only talk genetics and science, esoteric science right now. Human beings don't have a soul. They are soulless beings. Because you got to remember how they got here. After the black woman manifested herself out of dark matter energy, and then she created us and told us to provide and protect, we had to provide life force and creation, so we went out to create. But the first gods ever that the black goddess created was the original 23 scientists. And when the first, you had 99 goddesses in total that were created. When you go back home on Xylanthia and the cosmic level, you have a council of 9. These are like 9 eternal flames, but they are goddesses. But they didn't manifest. They didn't take on a shape. These are the oldest primordial energies in the multiverse. This is the council of 9. This is source. This is the source that gave us all our soul contracts and our missions. This is source, right? It's a committee. Now that breaks down to the Anunnaki goddesses, right? And then you got the Anunnaki gods. But before you even got that tribe of us as gods, you had just 23 gods at first. This was 23 scientists, and they were created. Their job was to create the entire multiverse. So this is why I've always taught on my platform when I get to speaking about the true number of creation. I say, hey, it's multiple multiverses. But let's start with the one we're in. We're in one multiverse right now. This multiverse is composed of 9 universes. Each universe is composed of 999 galaxies. Each galaxy is composed of 999 planets. Each planet is composed of 9 realms within it. So the reason I'm able to retain that information is because I'm one of the original 23 scientists, and I came back and reincarnated in this life. Just like before I was in this lifetime, my last lifetime on this planet was Toussaint El Overture in the Haitian Revolution. So because we are in Endgame, you have all these indigo children here that start coming in 1950. These are your ancient souls. So that includes you. This is every god and goddess born after 1950 on up to now is an indigo child. Your indigo child are your souls that was here when the original war first started on this planet, when the planet was invaded. Because after the original 23 sciences was created and we went to erect the multiverse and set out to create the universes and things like that, then we begin to create more gods and goddesses. Then we begin to breathe life force into these different realities so that they can continue to create and be fruitful and multiply, because this is what the black goddess told us to do as gods. We was all at peace at this point. When we came to this planet, this was the last planet we created. This was the very last planet. Planet so-called Earth is located. We're in the ninth. A lot of us don't even know where we at right now because they didn't lie on all the maps. Right now, you're located in the 9th universe. We're in the 9th universe.
That number 9 keeps popping up.
Exactly. You always see 9 because 9, even in numerals, math and basic math they teach you in schools. That's not real math. But the number doesn't go any higher than 9. After 9, you get to 10. 10 is 1 and 0 all over again. But you should ask yourself, why is 9 the highest number? Why is 9 representing completion? What did Tesla say? He who understands the power of the 3, the 6, and the 9 understands the secrets of the universe, right? And Tesla got that from us. That was true. That's why they did what they did to Tesla, his own people, when they seen what he was trying to get, what he was touching into. So you're going to realize that, yes, it goes no higher than 9, and you're going to see 9 in everything we do because we are 9 ether beings. You're going to see that even down to the follicles, even down to your ether, even your DEA series. We have 9 DEA series. Yeah,
we do.
Right? They have 6. It takes us 9 ethers to get here. There's no such thing as time and space. I always tell people, time was a spell created by Zeus, by the oppressors. Who was on? Oh, there's only one oppressor here on this planet. It's not nobody else, black or Latino, and it's not even the regular white people that
in the 10 days that you should be sexually active. Now, I'm not saying anyone, you with your spouse, you want to do it more, knock out, rock out. I'm just saying to you, if the way that we should live and how we should be living is in our DNA, in order for us to correct the mistakes that we are doing out here today, we have to tap back into that and become disciplined with our DNA. We have a group of women that want to live that DNA says that they can only get pregnant during this time. And then you have a group of women that want to live like males. They want to have the male DNA strand. The male DNA strand says that he should procreate through in his lifetime. He can procreate once a male start being able to reproduce, he can reproduce from the time he's living all the way 6 days after he's 6 feet under. A woman, you only have a certain amount of window that you can reproduce. You only have a certain amount of window. But we have women out here moving with female genetic information, but with the consciousness of a male. That's destroying our race. And then you have boys out here that are moving like what you would call the male dog. Now I'm gonna tell you, there's a reason why, or the Black Panther. This is why they gave you the Black Panther. So let me give you the Black Panther instead of the male dog. The Black Panther, the only time the Black Panther and the female Panther get together is doing fucking. He don't even kill and he don't even kill food. He don't even hunt for his family. He don't even spend time with his children. You can look this up for yourself. A Black Panther is an aggressive isolated animal. It doesn't like to be alone. It doesn't like to be with anyone. The only time a male and a female Black Panther get together is to reproduce. And she goes her way and he goes his way. Now you tell me, do that look like us in our community?
Wow. I didn't even know that about the Black Panther. I didn't even know that. Wow.
Refused to give you a lion. They gave you the Black Panther and gave you women with the Black Panther that represent the Lion Kingdom. Because if you look at the Black Panther, show me one male that was fighting for the Black Panther. He had a bunch of females that was guarding him. The same thing with a male lion. but they gave you a Black Panther because if I dressed him up as a male lion, oh shit, it's going to start to unlock certain codes of memory of DNA. Bam! Not going to do that.
Damn.
I'm going to keep giving you the Black Panther.
Damn, brother. Okay. You ain't come to play today, huh? You ain't come to lie. You ain't come to play today, Kala. Okay, Kala. All right, brother.
Y'all, my brothers. Man, I appreciate you bringing me on your platform, man. You don't even understand. I thank you for this, my brother. I truly do. I truly do. You know, like I've been watching your videos. I watched you and the other brother the other day. Like it's certain people that I want to sit down with off camera and just talk fucking genetics with. That's all I want to do. It's certain people that I just want to do that with, and other people I don't have nothing to. But it's just certain people and 2 or 3 brothers that you had on your show that I would love to just sit down for hours.
You ever heard of the brother Yaki?
Yes, I have heard of that brother, and I respect that brother. That brother. Yes, I do. I surely do. And that's one of the brothers that I would want to sit down and just speak about genetics with. I would just want to talk about genetics because you know why? His mind is far beyond the minds of a human on this planet. So he's going to understand when I ask him a question, he's going to understand where that's coming from. You understand what I'm saying? So he might even beat me to the question that I'm already going to ask. He might already answer the shit. Thank you, bro. Let's go. Now, what about this? See, that's where my thing at. This is how brothers should be doing with each other. The only time we should be getting together is when we get down, we're going to strategize, we're going to learn from each other, and then we're going to step off. We getting together, we playing video games all day, we riding around in fucking cars all day. Only time we go see our girl is to drop her off a hug or a bag of chips or a Dutch, and then we back with our homies. When did we do that? When did we start doing that?
Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna make sure I connect y'all too. I'm gonna make sure I connect you and the brother Yaki, because that would definitely that would be a good collab. That would definitely be a good collab. Let's get to about 2 more questions before we get out here. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's been a magnificent show with the brother. Well, you talked about sex, so I guess they're having they got questions on sex. Is long-term celibacy healthy for the body and mind?
Yeah, I would recommend any woman that doesn't have a stable man and first of all, a man that, let me just say this to you. Genetic information is inside semen. Not only that, the foods that we are eating, all of this stuff is inside of semen. So when a male releases inside of a woman, it looks just like a coronal mass ejection from a sun. So if you pull up coronal mass ejections off the sun, it looks just like the sun when he releases an injection and it heads towards Earth. Now, however, when he releases that tool in you, my sisters, you have over 750 million different electrical frequency energies that are flowing through your body. They last between 7 and 10 days inside of your body. So even if you have sex back to back, you have millions upon millions of different frequency of energy inside of you. So yes, it is very important for you to do a cleanse. Ain't that what Mother Earth doing right now? A fucking cleanse. You know what I'm saying? She's becoming celibate. I'm saying, y'all don't understand that? Celibate meaning single. Y'all don't see that? So I suggest that a woman, yes, cleanse your body out. Now, I'm never going to tell you to restrict sex from your man, because let me tell you, sex is a therapeutic for a man. I'm not talking about for a boy. We talk about for a man. See, a real man that's working, that's putting in his work, when he has sex with you, you know what he's doing next? And he don't wake up to the next morning. That's a real man. A boy, he's up and gone. So for a man, sex, he looks at sex completely different as opposed to what a boy is looking at sex. You see what I'm saying to you? I thank you for taking out. I'm out the street. I thank you because inside of my semen, when I release all of this in you, I'm not only just releasing the happy things that I've been through, but I'm also releasing the things that I'm suppressing, that I'm not even sharing with you. Like the idiot that was out the street, or the bill that I gotta pay, or this, that, and the third. I'm releasing all that in you. So now you have all that in you, and you wondering why sometimes women be all imbalanced and all crazy and shit, acting out. You have all of that in you. Thank you for taking that energy from me and you dealing with it and pushing that outside of you. Thank you. That's it. That's being real.
Steep, brother. Steep. Let's get the next question is, what made us change from blue and green to brown?
We were green, the magnesium on the planet. The magnesium. We were magnesium people, and we went to iron. So if you look, this think when you hear iron, what do you think of when you first hear something iron? Something hard. When you think of magnesium, magnet, magic. You understand? Magnesium, magnet, magic. You understand what I'm saying to you? So this is one of the reasons why our skin complexion has turned, because if you look at a baby, when a baby first born, our children, first and foremost, they come out, you'll see green patches over their body. And then as they get more and more adjusted to the light, then you'll start to see the patches fade away. But the reason why if you search up foods that has iron in it, one of the things they're going to show you is meat. Kale, I mean, not kale, spinach. Spinach is a hybrid, but they're going to show you meat. They're going to show you all the things that are now on the get the fuck off this planet list. All the things that's going to get the hell off this planet list are what has iron in it, and that we have been putting inside of our bodies.
Right. I see a good question here. Will we go back to magnesium people with the sun and frequency change? Good question.
Yep. Yeah. You hold on. Let me just say this to you.
Yeah.
I want all my brothers and sisters to understand something. People, the one thing that the universe frowns upon is laziness. The universe frowns upon that shit. Ignorance and laziness. So if you think you're just going to sit back and I'm not going to put in no work, mind you, some kind of work, whether it's gardening, whether it's you when you out in the community, you just say, hey, listen, this is what's going on, this was going on in your time of passing, because that energy is permeating throughout the universe and everyone is being watched. Don't do it out of fear, do it out of righteousness. Don't do it out of fear, do it out of righteousness, because then you're going to be watched even more. I done showed you plenty of videos of spaceships just showing up right around the sun when I'm recording the sun. I don't call on them, I don't worship them, but they understand righteousness because they look at the color, not the skin. It's a color that permeates off of your body when your heart chakra is in tune.
So they look at the color, not the skin. That was deep.
They look at the color, just like animals in nature. That's why you see some people, bees